See anybody playing games, head games, psychological games, mental games, emotional games, financial games, even physical, get the complete F out of there. Run. Run like a chicken with no head on. Run. Because this person is coming to play a game, but a game that is not worth dying for. It's not worth dying for. It's not. If anyone at any point in time can feel like they can put your priceless life on the line, nah, that ain't gonna work, dog. That ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work, dog. It's just not gonna work. And that's why they're going through this successfully.
I just heard someone on this app say, and then I realized that I cannot break generational curses if I am still seeking approval from the generation that is cursed. Yeah, I am unwell, but if you think about it, if you're still seeking approval from different family members or even people who remind you of that family dynamic, it's going to be extremely challenging for you to break out of that generational trauma because you are still within the mindset and the belief systems that keep you contained in that generational trauma. Talk about a bummer, but the good news is that there are ways to work through this. You can bring some awareness around the different disempowering beliefs and conditions within your family dynamics, the ways that different people have interacted with other people that maybe you agree with or don't, and then figure out what works for you, what you might want to change, and then what you want to completely get rid of, as well as figuring out the different people within your family or the different people within your life who remind you of your family dynamic, who you want to keep around, who you might need to have some better boundaries with, what those boundaries look like. Start to work on what types of beliefs and morals and values that you want to have within your own life that might differ from your family dynamic. And if you do decide to keep those people in your life, trying to figure out how you can stand firm within the new version of yourself while also not trying to fix and change and manage these other people so you all can be individuals while being as healthy as you can within that relational dynamic. Just something to think about if you want.
There's a really great quote that says, in troubled families, abuse and neglect are permitted. Talking about them, though, is forbidden. Chances are, if you do talk about them, you are going to be shamed for sharing the family secrets and treated like you have broken the loyalty of the family or you have betrayed them. And these are some of the things that we typically deal with and hear.
One way to increase the probability that things will unfold for you properly is to not lie. Just stop lying. Stop saying things you believe to be untrue. Stop doing things you know to be wrong. Just start with that. You'll get closer and closer to the truth. And the truth is the adventure of life. That's the advantage to the truth. You have the world on your side. Because if you're lying about things, you're opposing reality. Who are you? Who are you to oppose reality? Good luck.
I'm a narcissistic parent, so I think your role is to make me feel good about myself.
But I'm your kid.
I know. And because my life is pretty chaotic and out of control, I use you to have some sense of control.
Jeez.
You'll notice that my own needs come before yours. I'm really obsessed with public perception. You know, I want everyone to think that I'm the perfect mom. That's why I'm one way in public and another way at home.
Yeah, I'm already learning that the most important thing isn't how I feel. It's what other people think about me.
Well, actually, the most important thing is what I think of you. And that depends on how you behave. See, my love is transactional. If you meet my needs, then I praise you. And if you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm critical of you or I give you the silent treatment. This is really confusing, I know, but it's how I get some sense of control in my life.
Well, how will this impact me?
Well, you'll be terrified of making mistakes, disappointing people, or letting others down. That's because I conditioned you to never let me down. Because I emotionally abandon you when you're not doing what I want you to do, you'll be terrified of abandonment in your adult relationships. Always feeling like you're not good enough and always wondering what people are really thinking of you. You'll be an overachiever, always trying to please me, but it'll never be good enough because I feel empty inside myself. So nothing you can do will actually ever please me.
You ever notice people who don't tolerate lies or disrespect are always labeled as difficult, crazy, toxic, or bitter? It's crazy, right? Straight up.
Listen, pay attention to the people that know that they are all that you have and they still mistreat you. I'm going to say that again. Pay close attention to the people that recognize they are fully aware that they are all that you have and they still mistreat you.
People that you have told about your traumas and they still inject those same traumas upon you. People that you have told about your past. People that you have told about your hurt, your pains, the things that have bothered you, the things that have hurt you and that have stunted your growth. And those same people that's supposed to love you with everything in them turn around and do the exact same thing to you. And this is why I say, pay close attention to people that recognize that they are all that you have, and yet they still mistreat you.
Narcissistic parents will empower and reward their enablers, your siblings and your family members, because these people help narcissistic parents maintain toxic family dynamic and their control over family members. They will reward these people because they are loyal to them and they truly believe their side and their distorted version of truth. Benefits narcissistic parents because they want to be in control and they want to control everything. Enablers will feel empowered because they got validation that they craved for so long from narcissistic parents that they feel empowered. They love it. They crave attention from narcissistic parents. And they will think that they are more stronger than you and they know more than you. So you are weak. You are weaker than them. And they will also start to look down on you. It creates power dynamic. Narcissistic parents on top, then enablers, and then you are lower than them. And at the end, they will get obsessed with these roles. Because when you attack narcissistic parents and take them accountable, they will protect narcissistic parents. And if you will take accountable enablers, narcissistic parents will put you down to protect enablers.
I'm a parent who almost always talks about people in a negative way. I judge their appearance, their body, or really anything else I can.
Oh yeah, I've noticed.
It's really how I make conversation.
And do you know what that's teaching me?
What?
Well, because I think it's normal, I'm starting to internalize the belief that everyone is like this. When I walk into a room, I'm starting to think everyone is thinking negatively of me. I see people looking at me and I think they're criticizing my weight or my body or just how I look or just noticing everything that's wrong with me. Okay, here's what I'm learning. Everyone is harsh and judgmental. They're really not. It's just in my home environment. This will make my social anxiety worse and worse as I get older. I'll start to hide and pass up opportunities in life because I'm so afraid of being harshly judged. In order to be fulfilled and successful in anything I do, I have to put myself out there, but I'm terrified of that. I won't know that there are plenty of people who won't judge and who are open to get the real, authentic me. And even worse, I'll have a hard time connecting to you because the only way you know how to bond with me is through gossip.
Narcissistic parents want you to believe that you will fall apart without them. So when they see you thriving without them, it goes against everything they stand for. They will be waiting for you to fail. They are waiting for this. Even if they lose control over you, you will be always scapegoated, even from far away. They will scapegoat you always. So if you was domestic enemy, now you become foreign enemy. And when you leave their family dynamic and say no to be abused and stay away and go no contact, now they have a proof that you was bad all along. Now they have a proof to other family members. So whoever will be brainwashed, they will brainwash them into thinking that you was the problem all along and you was problematic and you was ungrateful, you was just a bad child.
So honestly, why do you just continue to smear campaign me? Well, because you become so efficient with your boundaries, I can't get to you. So now the only way to abuse you is through the relationships you have with the people that you care about the most. What? And how long has this gone on for? Oh, this started way before you even had any boundaries. That's why I was so interested in all of your personal relationships, because I had to gain their trust in case I ever needed to weaponize them against you. So now that I have clear boundaries, you just run around bad-mouthing me to everyone, is that it? Yeah, in some cases I do bad-mouth you if I feel like they're open to it, but most of them aren't. So what I actually do is way more manipulative. What I actually do is only ever talk positively and nicely about you because then I look like the victim. In that way, your healthy boundaries look more like some kind of alienation, and then people start to think badly and negatively of you while only ever seeing me as the victim. And people think I should just forgive you.
You got that energy that people would kill for. If people could switch energies or destinies or bodies with you, they would. Some people have tried already, but they failed, and they resent you for that. They want your energy because it's sensual, magnetic, and attractive. You attract opportunities with the energy that you have. You attract lots of attention with the spirit that you have. Think about it. How many times have people gone out of their way to try to shame you or trick you out of being who you are or trick you out of your spot and things like that, and you didn't know why? I'm telling you why. It's because you have something that they can't mimic, that they can't take from you, and that irritates them. The energy that you have, people would kill for. So the universe wants you to stop doubting yourself, because when people look at you, they see something that they want. They see someone that they want to be.
Narcissistic parents will become obsessed with those family members who they can't break, who they can't control, who they can't manipulate. They become obsessed with them. And I mean it. Narcissistic parents can't stand when people question them, because they like to have control, because they create delusion for family members, and they have to live in it, and they have to believe in it, because if they don't believe in it, this family dynamic won't work. They develop addictive obsession to break scapegoat's child spirit. And they enjoy every minute of it because they are sadists. They love strong family members because they enjoy the thrill of it. It becomes challenge to break them. It's challenging for them. If you won't leave, they will never leave you alone. They are always coming after you. They are obsessed with you. They become fixated on you because you represent threat to them.
Congratulations, nigga. You played yourself. Imagine falling out with the realest nigga in your circle. Nigga, you're tripping. Nigga. Imagine falling out with the nigga that's going and keeping it 100 with you at all times, nigga. I'm telling you what you want to hear. Imagine falling out with the only nigga that wanted to see you grow. Imagine falling out with the nigga that told you to look out for them friends, and them friends ended up crossing you, and then now you trying to spin back, and now you trying to get back cool with me, and I ain't going for it, nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga. The fuck, nigga. But I get it, nigga. You just ain't never seen real before, nigga. So when I came around, you was like, nigga, what the fuck is this? This shit look weird, nigga. You know, that's your problem right there, nigga. Real looks weird to y'all niggas. Real feels weird to y'all niggas. Like, fake is the new real nowadays, nigga. Niggas like, you always losing friends, bro. No, nigga, they always losing me. Fuck is you talking about?
What makes you stand out from the rest is the fact that people cannot pull the wool over your eyes. I find I'm seeing here that more often than not, you find that people always have some type of ulterior motive or malice intent when they are around you. And I don't think like it has anything to do with you personally, but this is just how people be moving. Like you really can see people's demons, or you really can see how manipulative people can be around the world or throughout life, period. And people are more likely to be surprised when they realize that they're playing checkers and you're playing chess. Okay, it's like you can pull, I don't know, it's like it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You feel me? It's like by the time you only get caught, or you only show your hand when you're already in the next game, when you have already moved your first chess piece in the next game. It's the only time that you let your opponent know that they have lost is when you have already made your move in the new game. You feel me? So it's like when people peep blitz that you been peep blitz, it's like, yeah, bitch. It's correct. That's how you feel. They can't. What makes you stand out from the rest is people can get over the same scheme 1,000 times with other people, but with you, that shit does not work. It never works with you. And they be like,
the other day, I saw someone say that you should not be with your partner if you do not admire them and if you would not like to be compared to them. Then I saw someone else say that you should not be with your partner if you're not okay with becoming like them, because who you center yourself around, you slowly start to become like them. I just want to add that being told you're just like your father in a derogatory way, like, for example, by your mother, that is her projecting resentment for him onto you because she picked a person to be her partner that she does not admire. It feels so bad to get told this because it feels like there's something wrong with you that you don't even know what, but the reality is that it was never actually about you at all. Of course your kid is going to be somewhat like its father. Just about 50% of them is going to be like their father. And it's not their fault that you don't like it. You just chose someone that you resent and despise.
God, I have so many emotions about this. When was your mother born? Just answer the screen, Dora the Explorer style. When was your mother born? Okay, now go to like a week before that. That is how long you have existed as an egg cell. I have existed at least as an egg cell since 1963 because mammals are born with all of the egg cells they get. You were a part of your mother's body when your mother's body was a part of your grandmother's body. You are not distinct from all mankind. You are not distinct from the entire tree of life. People will be asking stuff like, scientifically, does life begin at conception? Scientifically, life doesn't begin. Life on Earth began exactly once, and since then it has not begun one single time. You are a leaf on a tree that has been growing for billions of years. You're also not distinct from the planet Earth. Like, do you think these are your carbon atoms? Do you think they're your nitrogen atoms? You are borrowing them. And one day you're gonna have to give them back. You're a piece of a planet that got up and looked at stuff for a little while.
And then one day, just like that, we shut our eyes for the last time.
I also don't trust people who don't love themselves. That's very dangerous. People say, I love you, or I hate myself, but I love you. No, you cannot love a person if you don't love yourself. You can want her or want him, want to possess something. But to love liberates. And the African saying is, be careful when a naked person offers you a shirt.
This is how you know you're dealing with somebody who can be trusted. The way you know you're dealing with somebody who can be trusted is somebody who treats people right that they don't currently need. Because when a person knows that they need you, they will treat you right, they will act right by you. But when they don't know they need you, they'll walk right past you like you're nothing. But God is going to make sure that they have to come back and ask you for bread.
Your circle don't fit your goals. You got friends just as envious as your foes. Deep down in your soul, you already know you can't stay where you are. You've been pleading with God. Every morning you get up and get dressed, you know in your spirit you too genius for that job. Too much of a creative dreamer to be put inside a box. But if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you've always got. Preach. You letting them habits hold you. You think you owe something to the old you. Meanwhile, you got businesses brewing in your belly. You got gifts growing in your gut. You got talent on the tip of your tongue, tired of being hushed, potential untouched. If you would just jump, your husband or wife is waiting on the other side of your goodbye. Your brand new life is hiding right behind that thing that you won't try. You got generational curses to break, but you in the worst kind of fight is you versus your faith. And they say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So why not get drunk with your dreams? Don't you know there's no such thing?
What the fuck is up with jealousy like lately, bro? I know for a fact that the collective that sees this, you're already right here with me while I'm recording the video. I feel your energy. Like, energy don't obey time, bro. So this is why your mind doesn't obey time. You be asleep for 30 minutes and that dream lasted for 3 days. Your mind don't care about time, bro. Like, it exists outside of time. Your mind is pure energy used to understand other energies. Isn't that amazing? It's all a mirror. But that's why we're made in the image of God, mirror work. So it makes no motherfucking sense if we made in the image of God for niggas to be jealous. Yeah, we're gonna spin back to the original point. Motherfucker, I'm not off your ass. Trying to fucking distract me, dog. I gotta take some accountability myself, allowing myself to be distracted. There are people who are jealous, who are envious. Usually jealous because you have an anointing on your life. Like, they're usually fucking jealous because you have a talent that you're naturally good at. You're naturally smart. You're charismatic. You're good with people. You're funny. You're tapped into the spirit, your relationship with God. It's some type of special gift. It's some type of anointing that you have, dog. All glory to God. What you're supposed to do as a testimony of God, because what a testimony does is inspire people. Your spiritual gifts should inspire other people to tap into their spiritual gifts. These niggas go the opposite fucking direction and double down on not finding their motherfucking spiritual gifts in the first place. What the fuck type time? But then, nigga, how can you double down and then get mad at anybody else for you doubling down? Bitch.
When you finally stop protecting your narcissistic abuser and you start to expose them by sharing your story with other people, that is a worst case scenario for the narcissist, and that creates a narcissistic injury. They will absolutely hate you when you expose them. That is their worst fear. And once you expose them, they will go on the offensive because now they hate you. You will see the true evil within a narcissist. They will start their smear campaigns. They will spread lies and untruths about you. They will recruit flying monkeys who believe them to do the same. And they may even go as far as to use the legal system against you. They may try to take your kids away from you in court, or they may try to lie and file false EPOs or restraining orders against you to basically attack you and ruin your reputation.